We're going to start out with the recoil booster for the increased fire rate. Now, the only substitute if you guys don't have recoil booster, in my opinion, would probably be either Mercury silencer if you're a low level, or if you're really that close and you can use the M1929 silencer, and I think it'll be almost as effective. It won't be as effective as a recoil booster, but this is a good first. Moving on, we're going to use the VDD 189mm short. For the damage range, bullet velocity, and limb damage, you get a reduction of headshot damage. But if you're somebody who gets that gets a bunch of body shots, then this is the best option for you. Some people like to use the Krosnick 317 MM04B for the highly accurate and controllable, reduced scope, sway, and gun bob. But this is already a low recoil weapon, so I think this weapon right here, this attachment, is the best choice. I don't really recommend either of these two just because you can use subsonic, so this is kind of pointless. And for this, I just kind of feel like you would only use this if you didn't have either of these two, and you're gonna have one of them. Moving on, you're gonna use a slate reflector just because this is personal preference for me. I like the 135 magnification. I just think it's the best sight. Some people use niter, some people just use the Krosnick ISO 1M. Completely up to you. Moving on, using Krosnick 33M folding for the sprint to fire speed and movement speed. Some people use remove stock if they want to get some hip fire shots, but this isn't really a SMG you're going to be hip firing that much, so I think the folding is the best option. Plus it's the first thing you unlock, so that's the great thing about this attachment right here. Moving on, we're going to use brace to actually compensate for that reduction of initial firing recoil. If you don't want to use that, I don't really know what else you would use. Maybe momentum. I don't really see another option. Next, we're going to use quick for the sprint speed. If you don't want to use quick, you can use on hand for the auto, I mean not auto, but aim down sight speed. If you want fully loaded, you can have max starting ammo, but I think quick is the best option. Taped grip for the aiming stability, movement speed, weapon swap quickness, and sprint to fire speed. If you don't want to use this, there are two others I would recommend. Either the hatch grip for the vertical recoil control, horizontal recoil control, and flinch resistance, or polymer grip for flinch resistance and accuracy and recoil during sustained fire. But I think tape grip is the best option just because this is a movement build along with a high damage build. 7.62 Gorenko 45 round mags for the recoil control, movement speed, aim down sight speed, and fire rate. You get a reduction of bullet velocity, damage, bullet penetration, and damage range. But this is already extremely powerful, so you're not even going to notice. Plus, we're going to put on lengthen for the increased bullet velocity. Last but not least, we're going to use the Mark VI skeletal. Now, if you don't have this, the only things I really do recommend, maybe the M1930 Strife. I mean, it is a good first attachment to have. Carver is okay, but what I noticed is the SG98 is actually not that great on the MP40. It's ironically only good on the Blixen, and everything else is kind of just, if you want to use M1941 hand stop, you can, but this already has low recoil. You're going to see that you don't really need any additional recoil control. It's already very easy to control. So this right here is the meta MP40, and I really hope you guys do try it out. Let me know in the comment section what weapon you guys want me to use next.
Wait, what? Wait, no way! Was that a team wipe or no?
Reinforcements are on the way. Loadout drop inbound.
I'll handle the shooter.
Enemy UAV active. Gas is moving in. New safe zone highlighted.
UAV.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the reinforcements are on the way.
Not trying to kill the last one.
Allied back in the game. 10 remain.
Oh, she's still in here.
Reach.
This is great.
Target right here. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Gas is right on your tail.
Yeah. Do your thing. Got him. Guy's just gonna die in the storm. Guess it is what it is. All right, where's our dear friend at? Are they top prison?
Searching for supplies. Let's get some new toys. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Bam. Fire sale now.
Station costs are adjusted.
I'll run now.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
I'm in their shadow.
Surgeon gone soon. Target is up. Take them down. Prices are back to normal.
Target cannot escape.
Allied UAV overhead. Hunt them down. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
How did he know?
You asked me how I know. An obvious question. That. All right,